Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Snipes Adventures. Guess what we're doing today? Can you guess? We're not fishing, we're eating. Anyways, this is a great meal that you guys are gonna love. Seafood chowder. I only make it about once a year. It probably feeds about 20 people, so just follow this recipe and you'll be able to have yourself a great seafood chowder as well. So I spared you guys me shucking all these prawns. Just save yourself the time and buy prawns that are already peeled. So here's what we got for a recipe. We got prawns. We got a couple small bags of scallops here. 2 bags, like I said. 2 bags of scallops. Seafood medley. Very important to have seafood medley. Halibut. 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 And this is some rockfish that we caught out on the ocean. All right. Here's the other ingredients besides just the seafood that we put in, but there's some potatoes there we're going to cut up. Carrot. That's a big carrot, but we might end up putting 2 of them in. I have another one in the fridge. Celery. Onions. We'll probably just cut one of these onions up and throw it in there. These are big clams from Wholesale in Prince George. Whole butter clams. They're huge. 3 cans of those along with the nectar. Got some cream corn here. Evaporated milk. Couple cans of that, 3 cans of the baby clams, little ones, along with the nectar. Yeah. So anyways, follow along. Let's do it. Jesus, we almost forgot. Most important, almost most important besides the seafood, lots of bacon. That's pretty close to a full pack, probably 3/4 of a pack of bacon. Cut her up. Yeah, don't want to forget that. All right. Let's get some other seafood going on here. I like to put all my seafood in my bowl. We've got our seafood medley here. Pour that guy in there. Don't worry about draining out the juices. That's just extra flavor that you're going to love in your chowder later on. We got some scallops here. Throw those guys in there. Another bag of scallops. Get them going on in there. Don't eat the plastic. There we go. That's already looking good, eh? Beautiful. And like I said, we're going to put our clams in there as well. All right. Let's hack up our halibut into bite-sized pieces. Nice little, maybe 1-inch cubes or so. We'll get that in our bowl as well. Because we put all the salad in, we put all the seafood in at the same time, so we'll just put it all in the bowl and have it all ready to go. There's a nice big chunk of halibut, eh? That must have been a nice big one. Lots of fish. I like putting lots of fish in there. Nobody ever complains when they're chowing down a nice big piece of halibut in a seafood chowder. And here's our rockfish. Nice little piece of rockfish there. All right. There's a couple of bones in here. Not very many. You can kind of feel them in there, but definitely want to cut those guys out. You don't want those in your chowder when you're munching out later on.
Got a little bit frozen, that's right. There's some bones somewhere around here.
Let's add our clams. These are our baby clams. 3 cans of those guys. And then these are our big, huge clams. Let's see how big they are here compared to the size of those little guys. See, look at the clams. Not very many in this can, so what was there, 4 or 5? 4 or 5 clams. A lot of people don't like those. When they're eating the chowder, they dig those out, and you know what? You hand them to me. That's what you do with those guys. I'll take them. I'll take them. All right, look at this. Look at all this seafood. That's beautiful. Some little octopus tentacles. A lot of people don't like eating those too. It's a texture thing, I guess, for them, but like I said, you don't like it, hand it on over. Look at this. Awesome. This is going to be a great chowder. It's only 3:30 right now, so we're going to start it soon. This doesn't take long, a couple hours. So we plan on eating around 6 or 7 tonight, so we'll fire her up pretty soon here. Right on. Throw this in the fridge. Keep it nice and cool until we are ready to throw it in our pot. All right, let's cut up our bacon. Alright, we got our veggies in here. I'm just gonna fill that up with water just above the veggies. Right good. There's gonna be a lot of extra liquid that goes in here too from all the clam nectar and all the seafood juices and all that, the evaporated milk, cream corn. So this pot is going to be completely full by the time we're done. Hopefully not over full. All right, let's fire some stuff up here. We're gonna get our veggies boiling. And we got our onions and our bacon. We get these guys frying up. Then after they're all fried up, the bacon grease that's left over, we'll add some butter and some flour. And we'll make our roux to make our soup a little bit thicker. Wrong burner. Wrong burner. Right burner. All right, we got a good boil happening now with our veggies. I just tested them. They're perfect softness. They're not too soft. They're just starting to get soft right now. So we're gonna add our seafood in. All right, we give it a good stir. Temperature is still the same. We're gonna let that come to not really a boil, but we're just gonna let it get heated back up again, and then we'll turn it down to medium heat. All right, our bacon and our onions are done. We're separating the bacon fat for our roux for thickening our sauce, our seafood chowder. We're gonna add these guys in the chowder. We're gonna heat this back up for our roux. All right, we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons butter to our bacon grease here. After that melts, we'll add our 1/4 cup of flour, and we'll continue whisking for 3 to 5 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 3 to 5 minutes. That's what we're looking for. Starting to get nice and thick like that. Let that cool for a bit. And then we're going to scoop it into our chowder. And heat the chowder up, and that'll help that chowder thicken up real nice. All right, let's add our roux that we made. All right, I'm gonna add some oregano. Some salt. A teaspoon. Pepper. Same thing. Good solid heaping teaspoon probably. Give that a good stir. Bay leaves. Get those down in there. And then we're just going to let this marinate for a while over medium heat. And that's going to continue to thicken as it sits here on medium heat. Beautiful. Pretty good. All right, I know you guys have been following along, watching the recipe, but let's check it out. It's been sitting on the stove here over medium heat for a while, maybe half hour or so. Every now and again, we're just giving it a little stir, but it is looking wonderful. It's thickening up really nicely. Yeah, like I said, it's a hearty, real hearty soup. And you could feed 20 people with this. It's a big pot of chowder. Oh yeah. That's looking real good. Look at that. Nice and thick. Alright. Put the lid back on. Let it keep doing its thing. Giving it a stir every now and again.